Hello fellow YouTubers. Now this video is mainly aimed at my good mate from across the ditch, Radelco 2007 and Anthony High 1 Voltage 1 Rules. Guys, I need help. Sitting here in the corner of the screen you can see, now look, now that I've got them in the middle, my ZVS driver. Except I've got a slight problem. And the thing seems to stop oscillating on me. And don't worry about the shit all over the desk. I've been as busy as a cat trying to bury shit in the marble floor again. But I've already made one mistake. Have a look at that one. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a nice fucking hole in that. That was the first one. I didn't realise I needed to bloody isolate them from the fucking heatsink. Nice little short between the drains. But what I'm getting with this one, oh, hang on, I'm getting this, and it's stopping. It seems to be stopping oscillating. But what I'm getting as well is arcing all over the place, and huge loading. I'm only running it on 12 volts, but the loading it's putting out, that's maximum DC load it was putting out, 67 amps. I tried it just before, I only got to 64.5, so it's jumping up. So I need a little bit of a helping hand. It's actually off the schematic that Ant sent to me a couple of months back. And I was just waiting until I could actually afford to get some bits. But what I'm getting is massive current draw, well over the 10 amps that it should normally take on 24 volts, just on 12, and it seems to stop oscillating. And yeah, the MOSFETs do get pretty bloody warm pretty quick. Before I go and bloody blow up a couple more, I need a little bit of a helping hand here, guys. A few suggestions. But even if I do blow up these two MOSFETs, I've still got 6 to go at the moment. But well, that's it for that. But I've made a couple of extra acquisitions. I've got another contactor, a little 10 amp job. I'll bridge that over. Is 2 sets of contacts for the active, 2 sets of contacts for the neutral, and there we go, 20 amp contactor, and that can go in the ballast unit, which is going to take me some time to build because they're bloody expensive things to work with, especially when you're on a pension. Couple of nice little cradle relays, 12 volt. I'm going to use Ed's idea, Aussie 50. Ed's idea for a redneck driver for this type of ignition transformer, which I also acquired this one as well. I just hope it works. And there we go, another cradle relay. And also a washing machine pressure switch. That's also for the ballast unit. And anybody that's familiar with Photon's work, John High Voltage Projects, and a few of the others out there know exactly what that's going to do. And the funny thing is, I won't be using that thing in my place for a light bulb. If I do use it at all, I'll make an ozone generator out of it, if I can get this ZVS working properly. Larry, you might be interested in this, in seeing this thing. this little fella here. Unfortunately, it's been out in the weather, so I'll open him up, see if I can get him going with copious amounts of WD-40 down the guts. Right about now, it's about as stiff as a 2,000-year-old corpse. But another little thing I wanted to have a talk about: energy authorities these days. I wonder how many of you can recognise what one of these is before I tell you. No? Give up? Okay. Power line clamp. Sort of thing you use for hooking up a house or any single, 2 or 3 phase installation. Your main line goes through here up to a 95 square mil on this one, and your secondary line, your feed line to your installation, comes from here. Now, the reason why I got one of these, more to the point, not just one, not just 2, not just 3, but 4 of them. 3-phase installation with a neutral. Had a wire drop because had a 3-phase line drop out of the plastic compression clamp that they use. Mainly because whoever put it up there in the first place didn't put all the wires or all the conductors into the clamp. And it just simply fell out. And yes, I'm still trying to find out who the turkey was that did that. But, the Energy Authority came out, Ergon, no doubt all the Australian people have heard of them. They came out, they disconnected the 3-phase line to the shed where it was going and left the house on, saying that a cherry picker couldn't reach the point of attachment. Now, bear with me a second. The next day comes along. One of us climbs up and reinserts the cable into the point of attachment into the clamp. But Ergon themselves had to come out to reconnect. And there is the cherry picker that wouldn't reach the point of attachment. All because the first lazy pricks didn't want to call it. It was a Sunday. But getting back to the clamps, they're going to use them for single use. Well, they've got a sealant in them. Now, what I can't understand, maybe somebody can shed some light on it, on the idea, is the insulation displacement on both halves of the clamp looks fine. Now, what's wrong with the idea of putting a little more sealant in it and reusing it? Rather than single use, chuck it out, it's fucked. Rodelco 2007, you might be able to shed some light on this one. I'd rather find out from somebody that actually works with linemen. But anyhow, guys and girls, I think that'll be enough ranting for today. I'll get this battery charged up again and do some uploading. Well, see you next time, people. Thanks for watching.